I'm going to show you how to make Steph's super good pretzel dogs. And it has pretty normal ingredients. One of the things I like to do though is to use beer instead of water with the yeast and brown sugar. For some reason, I feel like the yeast is much happier. You just mix it in, let it sit for about 5 minutes until it bubbles up nice and good. Then you add in the flour. You mix it in the stand mixer. It's going to take about 3 minutes to turn into a good blob of dough. Then you're going to want to cover it with a wet towel because it takes a little while to weigh out all of the dough. So I weigh the whole thing and divide it by the number of hot dogs I have. I usually double this recipe because it's easy to double and we go through them so fast. So you divide it by the number of hot dogs and then you weigh them out, or you can just cut it up into as equal pieces as you can. Then you're gonna roll each of the little balls like a long snake, and you're just gonna wrap it around the hot dog. I did it on a cutting board because my surface wasn't great, but usually it's fine to just do on the counter. And you don't want flour on the counter because you want it to stick a little. And then you just wrap it around. You're gonna wanna tuck the end under so that it stays together. And then you set them aside, and then you're gonna have boiling water. You dump in the baking soda and it will just bubble up like crazy. And then I do about 3 at a time and you let them bubble. It should still be bubbling. I don't know why mine's not doing that, but they still came out good. So after 30 seconds, you pull them out, do that till they're all done. Then you're gonna brush with the egg wash, which is just an egg with about 2 tablespoons of water. You brush it on top, and then you're gonna sprinkle it with some coarse salt, or sometimes we like to use everything bagel seasoning. That's a favorite. And if you're gonna put jalapenos on top, which we sometimes do, dump those in the egg wash too. Get them nice and wet and stick them to the top. And then you're gonna wanna cook them until they're nice and brown. And these are seriously the best. They freeze really well. You just stick them into the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes to reheat them, or you can put them into the oven at about, I think, 350 to 400. I have it written down in the recipe that you can find on my blog at messyjoyfuljourney.com.